College student missing since 2004 is hoping a long overdue move by investigators could finally uncover what happened to Maura Murray.
College student hasn't been seen since she crashed on Route 112 in Woodsville. A witness saw her walking away from the accident.
The mystery of Maura Murray, a hometown tragedy. Introduction to the disappearance. On a cold winter night in February 2004, the life of a young woman named Maura Murray took a tragic turn that would haunt her family and friends for years to come. Maura, a bright and promising college student, vanished without a trace after crashing her car on a remote road in New Hampshire. Deep into the timeline of events, the investigation, and the ongoing search for answers surrounding Maura's disappearance. The day Maura went missing, February 9, 2004, began like any other day for Maura. She sent an email to her professor claiming there had been a death in the family. However, this was a lie. Shortly after, she packed her belongings, withdrew money from an ATM, and purchased alcohol from a local store. The exact reasons for her sudden departure remain a mystery. Investigators later discovered that she had mapped a route to Burlington, Vermont, although she never arrived there. The last known movements. At 4:30 p.m., Maura made her last known phone call to check her voicemail. From that moment until 7:30 p.m., her phone showed no activity. During this time, she ended up in Haverhill, New Hampshire, where she crashed her car. A local resident noticed her vehicle and called for help. When approached by a school bus driver, Maura assured him she had already called for assistance, but this was untrue. Limited cell service in the area made this claim suspicious. The search begins. When law enforcement arrived at the scene, they found Maura's car locked and empty. The scene was peculiar. A rag was stuffed in the tailpipe, and there were signs of alcohol consumption. Despite the freezing temperatures and heavy snowfall, there were no footprints leading away from her vehicle. It was as if she had disappeared into thin air in just a matter of minutes. Family's frustration. Maura's family was not notified of her disappearance until the following day, creating a sense of panic and chaos. They felt that the police were not taking the situation seriously and that crucial moments were lost in the initial hours following her disappearance. Fred Murray, Maura's father, took matters into his own hands, leading search efforts in the area. Theories and speculations. As the investigation continued, various theories emerged. Did Maura leave voluntarily to escape her life? Or was foul play involved? Scent dogs followed her trail for about 100 meters before it vanished. The mystery deepened, as no one could definitively say what had happened to her. The internet's role. Maura's case became one of the first missing persons cases to gain significant traction online. With the launch of Facebook just days before her disappearance, the internet became a platform for discussion and speculation. While this brought attention to her case, it also led to misinformation and unfounded theories that complicated the search for the truth. Families' efforts to regain control. Amidst the chaos, Maura's family decided to create a website to provide accurate information about her case. This initiative aimed to combat the rampant misinformation circulating online. They wanted a platform where they could share their truth, free from sensationalism and exploitation. Legal battles for information. Fred Murray's frustration with the police response led him to seek legal access to case files. The family believed that if law enforcement wasn't going to utilize the information, they would. This legal battle for transparency highlighted their desperation for answers in a case that seemed to stall. Rumors and cadaver dogs. During their search, the family heard local rumors, including one suggesting that Maura might be buried in a nearby house. Cadaver dogs were brought in, and they indicated a hit in the basement of a home. However, when authorities excavated the area, they found nothing substantial, leaving the family devastated once again. The emotional toll. The emotional impact on the Murray family has been profound. Fred Murray has been a constant presence in the search for his daughter, leading efforts and often facing new obstacles and disappointments. Each new lead seems to bring hope, only to result in another dead end. Recent developments. In 2021, human remains were discovered in an area not far from where Maura's car was found. The family held on to hope that these remains could provide answers, but once again, the results confirmed that they were not Maura's. This ongoing cycle of hope and despair has been a painful experience for the Murrays. The community's support. Throughout the years, the community has rallied around the Murray family. Volunteers have continuously searched the woods, keeping Maura's memory alive. Their dedication and support have been invaluable, yet the longing for answers remains unquenched. Conclusion: the search continues. As we reflect on the nearly 2 decades since Maura Murray's disappearance, it's clear that her case is far from closed. Despite the passage of time, the search for answers persists. The Murray family continues to fight for the truth, hoping that one day, they will finally know what happened to Maura. Any piece of information could potentially turn this mystery into a resolution, and the family remains hopeful. Call to action. If you have any information regarding Maura Murray's case, please come forward. The Murray family deserves closure, and every detail, no matter how small, could help bring them one step closer to finding Maura.